Presenting My Family's Take on Economics by Michelle Vega.
When I was a child, oh my dear, there was very little money in those days because people had to work very hard for very little wages. Mm-hmm. So we had to stretch. Of course, that time it was the pound, you know what I mean? Pound,
yeah, what currency did you use?
Pound, shillings and pence in those days when I was a child.
Mm-hmm. Back when I was younger, a nickel would go a long way. Now you can't buy anything for a nickel. You can't buy anything for $1, by the way.
Where does most of the budget go in a usual American family?
I would say the majority goes to housing, including mortgage, rent, property taxes, real estate, school taxes. And then after that, I would say probably food. In our case, tuition would probably come next.
Thanks,
and then other living expenses.
Okay. Dr. Vega?
Yes.
What do you, in your opinion, in your expert opinion, what do you think most teenagers spend their money on?
Clothes, food, tanning salons, as you can see.
You're deathly pale.
Yes, it has failed me. Obviously.
You should get your money back.
That's another interview.
When I was younger, we didn't have so much of a budget problem, I believe, and spending was a lot easier, and people had more money in their pockets. We used to have savings accounts, which now you don't even hear of. People don't save money anymore today. Most of the money goes on paying the deficit. So yes, I think we were better off back when 30 to 40 years ago.
All right, so what are some of the benefits or lack of benefits of being a union member?
Well, the benefits of being a union member will be benefits of medical, retirement, salary.
Yeah, I was in a union, worked in a shoe factory. Some benefits. Free shoes.
I was at home in Ireland. I worked in a factory. So I had to be in the union. It wasn't called a union. It was called insurance. The money was deducted for the insurance. You got insurance. And that was what you got when you were off idle. And then from there you went to the unemployment office.
Now the lack of benefits will be now the government and state and local governments are trying to cut back on our benefits, our medical benefits, our retirement benefits. Also, they're trying to get us to give back on holidays and sick days, reducing the workforce. And a lot of union members are now losing their jobs due to the economy.
Okay. Go ahead. What are your opinions on taxes?
Well, that's a hot topic, I know. Most people would say that we pay too much in the way of taxes. Mm-hmm. On the other hand, I feel we need to pay taxes because that's how we get our services. That's how we pay the police. That's how we pay for garbage removal, snow removal, defense. So we need to pay our taxes. I feel that people who have the ability and have more money should pay a little bit more than people who don't.
Like
us. So it should, but I mean everybody should pay something, but it should be in proportion to what they have. Obviously, people who have a lot of money should pay more, and the people who have less should pay less. So it should be proportionate. However, you don't want to make it so that the more money you make, it makes it not worthwhile because you have to pay more in taxes. So there has to be a balance. But the odds are, we need to pay taxes.
What are your thoughts on taxes?
As our forefathers said, no taxation without representation.
What does that have to do with today's taxes?
It has everything to do with it. Says everything, and nothing. So
Well, taxes is something you have to pay, no matter how much you like it or not. Eventually, you have to pay your taxes. I believe that we are overtaxed on everything.
How do you feel about today's economy?
Hopeful. I feel that things are slowly but surely getting better. I think the worst is over. I think it was almost something that could be predicted if you looked at the housing market years ago, and everything was pointing to something happening like that.
Like what?
The housing bubble burst. That houses, people were in debt way over their heads. They were buying houses they couldn't afford. The banks, being greedy, were giving out mortgages to people who shouldn't have had mortgages on properties they couldn't afford. So it was almost like you could see it coming.
They're taxing us on everything from food to gas, taxing us on the dollar, sales tax, income tax, housing tax. So I think we're overtaxed.
Thank you for watching my family's take on the economy.
no wait, don't do it.
Okay. What do you spend most of your money on? The little money you have. Dr. Vega.
I don't know.
Is that your expert opinion? Here again with Dr. Vega. Do you think teenagers have an effect on the economy?
Absolutely. Too much. I think
How do those help you see?
they don't. They actually make my eyesight far worse.
Those aren't the questions for you. Those are for Mom and Dad. You're having a hard enough time answering your own question.
That's true. Why don't we start over?
No, you're doing fine.
Well, you had to ask me a question.
Oh,
And just sit here and look pretty.
what should I do anyway?
I've drank way too much iced tea. It's like, oh, I'm drowning in it.
I honestly don't know why I asked you to do this. You have no interest in finance. You have no. You do wear the glasses well, though.
Someone has to.
Okay.
Is it on?
Yeah.
Hi, Miss Bianca.